Hey you guys, Steve Whipple, that's me for WHIPFIT, coming to you from our new place on Oahu. Not too bad. And I'm obviously home, and I'm home because I'm job hunting. And you know, we moved. So wherever you lived before, those people you were close with and people you're close with in general want to know how you're doing, how the job hunt is going, if you found a job, and things like that. Normal questions. So this message is going to address all of those questions, and then also another thing that I've been kind of like working through and battling myself, because we're all human. We all have self-doubt. We all have moments where we're like, I'm not sure I'm good enough for this, or no, I can't do that, or whatever it is that we tell ourselves, which is usually not true. So let me start with the big questions of how the job hunt is going. So I actually wrote down how the job hunt's going. So right now, as it stands, I'm employed by 24 Hour Fitness. I have two classes, a yoga class 10:30 a.m. on Saturday, and then a cycle class at 8 a.m. On Sunday. Did I say Saturday and Sunday? Saturday is yoga, Sunday is cycle. I'm getting used to it myself, and I love it. It's great. I'm really enjoying the classes. I'm going to grow the classes because I will say I was a big fish in a nice little pond on Maui. I am nothing here. I am zero. So, you know, I have to do a lot of work again, which I'm fine with. You know, I'm fine with that. So I have those two classes, and I'm waiting to, like, you know, hopefully get more classes, or the, you know, front desk, which you know, just because I want something, just because you want something doesn't mean it's available. So I have to wait. And in the meantime, I've been like going down other avenues, and I think that these avenues are not meant for me. And I'll give you some examples. So I got a nice restaurant job. I worked there for a little while, but I quit. Um, I quit because I haven't worked in a restaurant in a long time. Not that I'm not capable, but wow, maybe I'm not capable. It got to the point one day, it was so bad that this woman wanted to know why there was an extra 50 cents charge for her salad dressing, because it came with vinaigrette and she wanted ranch. And I said, I will pay for it myself. And I stopped there, but the rest of that was going to be, if you get the fuck out of here right now. So, you know, maybe the restaurant industry isn't for me anymore. So that was the restaurant industry. I quit there. Made a bunch of awesome new friends that work there, so that's cool. You know, I'm having driving issues, like driving into Oahu, which I did have two other cycle classes, but they were right in Honolulu, and one was at prime time driving in, and one was at prime time driving home, and I wasn't going to do that. So I stepped away from those, which was okay. I applied for GNC online, and it got to the question where it said, you have one apple and one banana. Combined, they cost $1.10. If the banana costs $1, how much does the apple cost? So I said, oh, maybe this isn't for me either, so I did not complete that application. I've gotten very nice emails letting me know I'm not qualified to work at Whole Foods, Pier 1, which I worked at a long time ago in high school. Lululemon just never even got back to me. I applied at Banana Republic, which I've worked at a few times, and in doing so, I went to the wrong website, and I was indirectly channeled to a site for a call center where I received a call from a woman in India explaining to me how this is not Banana Republic, but a service Banana Republic uses, and now I'm being stalked by them. So I did not move forward on that. I applied at Macy's, and because I have the two classes that I have on Saturday and Sunday, that doesn't work for how their availability works. So I am free all week long and all day Saturday and Sunday except for those 2 hours, but therefore I don't qualify for any shifts because that's not how their computer-generated system works. So I don't qualify for Macy's. I was invited through Indeed to apply for a job at McDonald's. So that's how the job hunt is going. I know I need to be patient, and I will be, and I'm trying to be. But that's where, like, self-doubt starts to come in, right? And this is the bigger part of the message. So there's my job hunt, everyone who's been asking. Um, and I try to keep a positive attitude about it, but it's kind of hard when, whatever. It's just kind of hard. So the bigger picture of this is I don't understand why I am not going on the proof that I've had in past examples of what this process is. I don't know why, because, like, what is insanity, right? The definition of insanity is continuing to do the same thing, continuing to do the same thing and getting the same results and continuing to do it anyway, right? That can be both good and bad. So I have had nothing but experiences in my life that have been awful and difficult, and I didn't think I was going to get through them. And then directly on the other side of that is something I couldn't even imagine and the best thing ever. So I don't understand why I take this on and get into modes where I'm a little depressed, and that's not for all poor Steve. It's just, reality. We all get that way. As great as we are some days, there are some days that we are not great. So I don't know why I'm not giving myself the comfort of knowing that more is waiting for me on the other side. And this is the bigger message. So I just want to go through some examples. And I want you to do that with your own life too. Because I'm talking about it, but it's to you for your experiences and for you to take what you need to let yourself know, these are my past experiences. I've come through it. Why do I think I'm not going to continue to come through something new? So when I was a kid, I was fat and unpopular and gay, and like a lot of people are like, oh no, you weren't. And I'm like, no, you really don't know. I had 0 friends. I was like invisible. And then my junior year, I decided I didn't want to do that anymore, and I knew I was the only one that was going to make that happen. So I started jogging, and I got thin. And I don't know if being thin made me think I was cool, or if being thin gave me the confidence that maybe I wasn't going to be like ripped to shreds by other kids if I said something. But I started speaking, and I started talking, and being fat led me to starting to develop the personality that I have now. Take that as you want, but it also gave me a level of compassion, because I know what it's like to be on the other side of it. I really do. To be fat, to be made fun of, to be invisible, to just not have anyone. So that gave me the compassion for who I think I am today, and I'm very thankful for that. It was very painful to go through it then, but hindsight, I guess it was worth it. So that's the first experience. My second experience was I don't know how many people know this or not, my biological mother died of alcoholism when I was in high school. And when she died, my sister and I went to my aunt Elaine, which is Elaine's sugar bowl of the sugar bowl spin. She's really my aunt, but since 1990, she's been my mom. She's definitely been my mom longer than my biological mom, her sister. So that went from a terrible situation to the best situation of my life, where I got a wonderful mother and a wonderful father and a home that I had never had before. So fast forward a little further. Elaine is diagnosed with MS. This wonderful woman that's changed my life is now facing a life-altering disease. And I thought it was awful. And of course it is, and it's changed her life, and now she's, as you know, in a motorized wheelchair. But that awful situation gave me the opportunity to start giving back and create the Sugar Bowl Spin, which we've raised thousands of dollars for MS research or what have you. My drug addiction led me to going to rehab, which led me to meeting a wonderful man that I dated for many, many years, and one of the nicest relationships of my life. So that drug addiction got me out of New York and to Los Angeles. Right at that time as well, I became HIV positive. And becoming HIV positive, all of a sudden, stuff I took for granted, I had to become very serious about and start becoming aware of my health and how I was doing, and stop doing stupid shit. So, drug addiction, HIV, led me to actually being healthier, and I'm absolutely healthier because of it. horrible things at the time that I thought I would never recover from, and then they've helped me. Fast forward a little bit more. I developed this horrible relationship with someone who had narcissistic personality disorder, and it put me through it for a year, like a good solid year, where at times, to be completely honest with you, because I never like to lie to you guys, there was a time that I actually considered, because I couldn't take it anymore. I was in so much pain, and there was nowhere that it wasn't painful. It was painful in my heart. It was painful when I spoke to people. It was painful at work. It was painful when I was by myself. But I got through it, and I got through it with a little angel on my side by the name of Michael that was just there for me. And in doing that, coming through that, has led me to marrying that man and having the nicest relationship of my life. Super supportive, and even with all this going on, he's still super supportive. So I want you to think about your own life, because it's about you, really. If you're having trouble, anyone, and I know a couple of people that have reached out to me, friends that are going through something right now, this is specifically for you. This is what you are, the reason why I made this message today. Look back at your life. What have you come through that was impossible to come through? And when you did, something better was waiting for you. That's what this is about. My goal was to keep this under 15 minutes, which is great because I'm at 11 minutes and 39 seconds. So I haven't made a message like this in a while because I've been in my own space trying to build myself back up. And I'll get there. We all do. But just don't stop. Just don't think that it's too much that you're going to stop and that you want to stop, because you know that there's stuff in your past that you felt that way before too, and you didn't stop. So that's my advice, okay? Don't stop. I will keep you updated as to jobs. I have one cycle class that I posted. I'm going to keep videoing the cycle classes. Yoga, I have to figure out just how to get the camera set up, like to get it in and get it out. The sound on the last cycle class I thought was really good. The acoustics in there are really nice, so I hope that's true. And I promise yoga's coming as well. So that is it. Holy cow, can I talk? And I hope some of it helps, and I hope, holy cow, you can listen. Always share your experiences with me. I read all the comments. I really do. We're all in this together. Whatever you think about mankind, when it comes down to it, we're all in this together, and I think we're all doing the best that we can, with the exception of maybe our president. Okay, have a great day.